Students are fascinated by the world around them. It's a really exciting learning opportunity to give them the tools that they need to figure something out, but not necessarily tell them what they're trying to figure out. They may figure out things and discover things on their own that you hadn't even planned for them to discover that day. What I love about fourth grade are the opportunities day to day to see the difference you're making, the progress the students are making, academically, socially, emotionally. It's such an important grade. They still need us for guidance, but they're ready to spread their wings a little bit too, so it's an exciting place to be. The best trait of a good teacher is being a good listener. I don't know everything, and I am still learning. I learn from my students every year. Every group of students teaches me new and wonderful things that make me a better version of myself for the kids that are going to get me in the future.
I'm kind of a nerd at heart, and I like being able to explain things. I like when my students randomly come into the classroom and they have this question they thought of outside of the classroom, and cultivating that curiosity within students and trying to teach them that they can be these lifelong learners and they can continue to ask questions, I think is such an important skill to have once they leave the classroom. Science is everywhere all the time, so I think it's easy to help students develop their curiosity around the world around them. And I feel very strongly that I've been called to this public service to make sure students know that. It's not just about hoping that they learn and retain some scientific information from me. It's so that they are told each and every day how important they are as individuals and as a group within the classroom.
My goal in every class is for every student to smile at some point in time, whether they're laughing at me or if they're playing and engaging with their classmates. I have an awesome opportunity to teach our students for 5 years, kindergarten through fourth grade. I'm their PE teacher from when they start at Johnston to when they finish at Johnston. So my goal for them to learn is really a 5-year goal. What's the foundational skills do I want them to learn in kindergarten? And then what do I want them to leave with when they leave here in fourth grade? PE has evolved over the past many years, and where we are now in health and physical education is lifelong physical fitness and lifelong healthy living. I love teaching the kids for 5 years. I love being the first PE teacher they have in kindergarten and building that foundation of PE is important, PE is fun, and PE is where I can go to express myself physically.
The process of science is what I really love about science. I love the learning, the nuts and bolts. It's what I tell students is like the Lego pieces of science, but a lot of that we can Google now. The world is a different place. And so it's important that they understand the process of science and what it means to do science, understand and discover using scientific methodology. myself am completely interested in everything I teach. I find it utterly fascinating. Every new thing we find out, every new discovery of a new plant, a new animal is fascinating to me, and so I want to bring that to my students. And I think that's contagious. I think they feel like she thinks it's interesting, she thinks it's fascinating, we should think it's fascinating. It's incredible to teach a student that wants to further their knowledge and possibly even have a career in science. When I see them post where they're going to school and what they plan to study, so many of them are picking biology and environmental sciences as the career choice for them. And that, to me, is why I do this.
I think I was born to teach. I think that it's what gift was given to me, and I have a way of being able to inspire kiddos to love learning. I think first grade's a really special year because we get to learn to read and write. They get to learn how to do art and work together. I really love watching as students become super confident in themselves. My favorite part of first grade is when you see the confidence in their eyes. And if you notice that special something about them and they feel seen, then they're going to do better. They're going to be able to succeed. My teaching motto is that kids should feel no less than loved, engaged, safe, and seen. I think that the best thing a teacher can do for a student would be to love them.
Students need to be engaged, students need to be interested, and they need to find value in their learning. And if it's not fun and meaningful, they're going to check out. So with my labs, where kids are doing things in the classroom, those boxes are checked. When I see students, kind of the light bulbs go off, it really is gratifying. You know, when you see those shining moments, it really makes me want to push forward further and really get those kids excited about what we do in classroom. There's teamwork, there's collaboration, there's thinking and reasoning constantly throughout the day. My greatest strength as a teacher really is making biology in my classes fun and enjoyable for students and keeping them engaged so that they enjoy science.
Because I want students to understand that they have choices, and I want them to know that no matter what their background is or where they're coming from, that they can go anywhere that they want to, and they have the power to do the things to get them there. We talk a lot in our classroom about the different paths that kids are going to choose. I've had kids tell me so many wide varieties of things that they want to do. I think it's really important that kids see themselves in their learning, but also that they can see themselves in their future communities and what their future lives are going to look like. like every time I see one of my students have that moment when they finally understand something and they're so proud of themselves, that reminds me of why I love to be a teacher. If you want to change the world, you have to start with young learners.